with Kendra Dawsey. And now, here's your host, Kendra Dawsey.
Hi, everyone. Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good myself. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I got things going on, but, life,
Nobody wants to hear about our problems.
You're so right.
You want to hear about the world's many, many problems.
Yeah, I know that people want to hear about the problems of the proletariat.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't even know how much they really want to hear any problems. But we're giving it to them whether they want them or not.
Hell yeah.
They're going to know.
You are going to be blessed with knowledge, all right? Whew, man. So,
in that sort of vein, what is on your mind this week, Kendra?
Oh, I'll tell you what's on my mind this week. So this week, everyone, another rich guy shoved his metaphorical dick into space. Everyone on Twitter made lots of great memes about it. He came back in a cowboy hat, yada, yada, yada. But tonight on Left Night, we're going to take a pause from all of that to talk about one of many recent strikes in the USA, and one that highlights the power of organized workers in this moment in history. In Topeka, Kansas, hundreds of unionized workers at a Frito-Lay's production plant are on strike, fighting against endless work hours, stagnant pay, and unsafe working conditions. In a recent article in Vice News, Mark McCarter, a palletizer and union steward of bakery, confectionery, tobacco workers, and grain millers, Local 218, says that many workers work 84 hours a week, sometimes working 12-hour shifts because of shortages, and that some workers haven't had a single day off in 5 months, including Saturdays and Sundays. There's no air conditioning in the warehouse, and workers have died in the production plant while management just demanded that they move the body and keep working. In its latest contract offer, Frito-Lay has said it would raise wages by 4% over the next 2 years and put a cap at 60 hours a week. And we have a quote from Mark here. Mark says he makes $20.50 an hour after 37 years here. Most people make between $16.50 and $20 an hour. I haven't gotten a raise in a decade. 3 years ago, I got a $600 bonus that was taxed, and 3 years before that, I got another $600 bonus. That was my only raise for the past 10 years. This is from a Fortune 500 company that is making billions. As of this episode, Frito-Lay workers are on the third week of their strike. McCarter recently told Vice News that he'd like consumers to boycott Frito-Lay and PepsiCo products to support the workers. He says, "We would rather nobody buy any Frito-Lay products, Fritos, Doritos, Tostitos, Funyuns, Cheetos, all those while we're on strike. We make all of those in Topeka, Kansas. We would also rather nobody buy PepsiCo products while we're on the line. PepsiCo is the owner of Frito-Lay." So, Mark listed a few products, but PepsiCo owns a lot of different things. Here are some of the brands PepsiCo owns internationally. You can probably find a lot of them in your pantry. Here at Left Night, we're going to make things a little easier for you and tell you what you can and can't eat to support the workers. Also, we'll do a little bit of food reviews on some totally not shoplift PepsiCo products and their replacements. Are you ready, Zach?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What have we got up here first?
I think Quaker.
Yes, Quaker.
I think we did not figure out how to have
I turned into the oatmeal man.
I was about to say it would be cool if this happened, but we didn't work it out. We'll figure it out in post. We'll fix it in post. All
right. Quaker obviously sucks. I mean, if we want to bring that guy up again, definitely, you just look at him. That man is a racist. I am never been more confident. You just look at that guy. That guy, extremely racist. It's like the same thing with like other Quaker product, Captain Crunch. Like, where's that captain sailing to? Nowhere good.
Exactly. So true. So there's Goldenrod pretzels, which I actually have. I'm going to try them in front of everyone here. So we're going to do a sampling. You're going to see how this is. We're going to see how this is.
To be clear, stolen, not bought.
Stolen, not bought. Actually, I got it from a work meeting, but I didn't buy it. Okay, these taste like what I'd imagine the bourgeoisie would. Salty but bland at the same time.
All right. Next up, we have Gatorade. Gatorade, completely bogus product. Yeah. Gatorade does not make you better at sports at all, unless the sport that you compete in is competitive hangover recovery. Gatorade does not make you better at sports. It's fake.
Next is Sabra hummus. So in addition to not eating this to support the Frito-Lay workers and to support BDS, it's also a total waste of your money to buy it because it just tastes bad. Like you could get better hummus going to your local Middle Eastern spot than buying that like really weird chickpea like bullshit in the store.
All right. Next up, Cracker Jacks. Don't buy them. Not just because they are made by Frito-Lay, but because they suck. It is a low-tier snack. If they didn't get a free product placement in the song Take Me Out to the Ball Game, they would have gone out of business before my parents were born.
So next up is Stacy's Pita Chips. The worst part about this product is that instead of admitting Stacy is an underpaid chef in a boiling kitchen, they make it seem like Stacy is some crunchy undergrad who rocks around with dirty feet and BO.
Yes, that's not the correct kitchen conditions. That's definitely a violation.
Yes.
Another thing you can't buy, Sobe Life Water. I was actually kind of surprised that this still existed. I did not know this was still around. Sobe Life Water is so 2003. It couldn't be more 2003 if you drank it out of a cargo short pocket.
So true. Very true. Next up is Aunt Jemima. Oh, sorry to dead name this racial stereotype. The new name is Pearl Milling Company. Let's be real. This is like sugar-flavored corn syrup. You can make better pancake mix in your free time. And if you're hungover, just go to frickin' IHOP.
Next up, we have Aquafina, a bottled water company that I have been told, though undoubtedly talented, walks a fine line between celebrating and appropriating Black culture.
So true. Very true. Smart Food is next on the list. Not only does this popcorn taste like a cheddar cheese fart, but it didn't make me smart at all.
I disagree. I think you're very smart.
Thank you. I thought you were going to be like, I don't think it tastes like a cheddar cheese fart.
No, that's nobody can disagree with that. Absolutely disagree. Next up, Naked Juice, which is the perfect beverage for anyone who ever had a soda and thought, I like that this has way too much sugar, but I wish it was also thick, green, and expensive.
You're so right. The one I pulled up is not green; it's orange, but like it's thick and expensive, just like Cardi B, but way less entertaining.
Yes, and we're not boycotting Cardi B.
We're not boycotting Cardi B. If she does some fuck shit, then we could boycott her. But right now, critical support of Cardi B on the Left Nite Twitch show.
Yes.
Next up is Captain Crunch. This cereal cuts up the roof of your mouth so bad. I think it's a ploy by kinksters to get at Frito-Lay to get children into BDSM. Like that's what it's trying to do. Look at him. He's a really weird kinky. He'd wear like a puppy suit in public and just like be like, why are people staring at me? That's what Captain Crunch would do.
Next up, we have Mountain Dew. Don't buy any Mountain Dew. Just ever, probably. It's the favorite drink of gamers because it tastes like a melted down Xbox. And even when the boycott ends, I've had one Mountain Dew in my entire life, and it was too many. And actually, I'm now realizing that PepsiCo owns both Mountain Dew and Doritos. So they're clearly trying to turn our impressionable youth into gamers, which is why they must be brought to an end.
You are so right. They really must be brought into an end. And last but not least, we have Grandma's cookies, another thing you can't eat. And I would say that white-ass grandma looks like she puts arsenic in the cookies anyway. So just to let your real grandma make some cookies. Don't buy these products. And we'll be back to you after this commercial break.
Today's Left Night is brought to you by a public service announcement. Put away your laundry.
Put it away. Just put it in the drawers and the dresser and closet, wherever it's got to go. Put away your laundry. It's just sitting on your bed right now. I know you're out there sitting next to your laundry watching this right now. Come on, you're gonna have to move it tonight to go to bed. So why not just move it now? Don't put it on the floor. Don't put it on a chair. Just move it into the closet. Okay? I know you're gonna have to take it out tomorrow and put it on, but just come on. Just do your laundry. Just put your laundry away. You'll feel better about yourself. That's the public service announcement. Put away your laundry. It'll make you feel a little bit better about how little control you have over your life. And less wrinkles.
Okay, Zach, that was a really funny bumper because I want to show you what I'm sitting next to.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Listen, yeah, and we got to go in the chat. Other people are realizing it's very important. Whoever paid for that PSA, thank you, because we all say that.
Whoever paid for Zach to say that. I feel, is that a message to yourself? Do you also have a pile of clean laundry somewhere?
I invoke the fifth on that.
Okay, I can show you more.
I do. I'm not showing you my room, but I do.
Oh, I'm. Listen, how about people watching should know what a mess I am. Mm-hmm. It's even on my chair. You see that? All of those are clean. All of those are clean. I'm just a mess. I have nothing to live for but this Twitch show. So.
I feel like the stakes of me as a co-host have never been higher.
I have other things to live for.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we should get into the riff section. Things are happening this week, and we're going to talk about them.
Things are happening.
If you're watching and you think of something that you think we need to mention that's going on this week, feel free to drop it in the chat, and we will get to it if we remember or if we're paying attention. Mm-hmm. So I guess to counteract all of the Frito-Lay products that you cannot buy, I think you can buy Ben & Jerry's now.
Yeah, so Ben & Jerry's did technically fulfill the ask that BDS had of them, which is to stop selling on occupied Palestinian land. Of course, I think, people brought up like, yeah, we need to push them more so that, they stop using like labor of the exploited Palestinians. Right. But like, this is a step in the right direction. There's a lot of Israelis mad at it who are throwing away or I won't even say Israelis. There's a lot of like people who probably have never been to Israel, but somehow think supporting Israel means that you're like a better American or something, right, who are throwing away.
Or you think that if all of the Jews go to Israel, it will lead Jesus to come back sooner.
Exactly.
Which is what a lot of evangelicals actually believe.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a lot of people throwing away their Ben & Jerry's, and it's like, don't do that. You already bought it. Give it to me. I'll eat free food. Like, whatever.
Right. Yeah. They have your money.
They have your money.
It's like the most classic example of this was like when France, for whatever crazy reason, did not want to join the Iraq War. People bought like fancy French bottles of wine and like poured it down a drain, and it's like they have your money. You didn't steal it.
I feel like the generically defined right wing doesn't really understand boycotts. Like when people were burning their $200 sneakers, it's like. You could have given those sneakers to someone who needed them, but whatever. Right. Get yourself some Ben & Jerry's. I like Talenti personally. That's what I ate as BDS was going on. But I understand if you want to while out, get some Ben & Jerry's. So
yeah, I got some Hoodsie cups because I'm a real fake Bostonian.
Speaking of really Massachusetts products, another thing you could buy instead of like Lay's chips or these like Cape Cod chips. I mean, I'm sure there's exploitation in this chain, but they haven't asked for a boycott.
Right. So, no ethical consumption under capitalism. But
everything I eat is like probably from like slave labor. Unfortunately, it really does suck. I would like it to not be like that. But the chips taste good. I don't know.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, boycotts only mean anything if there's like specific asks or demands to what you're, and because I think it is sort of bipartisan, as in the two major political parties in the United States, where it's like, because then you saw like when the CEO of Goya came out and said he supported Trump, all these liberals were like, "Oh, I'm not buying Goya." And it's okay. Well, what's your plan? Like, what? Yeah. Do you want him to retract what he said? Do you want
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, he seems like an asshole, and like all CEOs, he's an asshole. But all of the best supermarket products are made by Goya. I'm not going to stop buying them unless you have a specific thing that you're going to get out of it.
I mostly get beans from Goya.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get beans from Trader Joe's instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't trust other canned beans, and I don't know what it is.
Right.
I guess this is separate. Anyway, until Cape Cod workers go on strike, you could eat these chips instead of Lay's. Also, they do taste better than Lay's, I think, in my opinion.
They're definitely I mean, we're using this word a lot tonight, but they are thicker. I feel like
they're thick.
Yes,
look at that thick booty. Yeah,
it's a thick chip.
What else is happening this week, Zach?
Well, there are any number of things we can talk about in regards to COVID that's going on. I was just gathering some stuff before I got on, and I saw a headline about the Lambda variant.
What's the deal with the Lambda variant?
I didn't read the story because I had to. As soon as I saw that, I had to Google how far away from Delta in the Greek alphabet is Lambda, because I'm like, how far are we into this at this point?
We're already into half of the Greek alphabet.
Right.
We have to go to the alphabet. We have to go to other. We need to go to the fucking Devanagari alphabet.
We're gonna have too many variants.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna have to just double up on the Greek letters, and they're gonna start sounding like sororities.
Alpha Kappa Alpha variant.
Yes.
Kamala Harris's variant. How far away is Lambda?
So Lambda is the 11th letter, and Delta is the 4th.
Oh, goddamn!
So,
dudes, get fucking vaccinated.
It's really, really ridiculous.
It's bad.
And it seemed like we don't have to worry as much about the Lambda variant. It's just sort of out there. But I don't. When between COVID and Loki, we are using the word variant so much.
I don't know what Loki is because I'm hot, so I don't know what that is.
Sorry, we're too hot for MCU.
We're too hot for Loki. I don't know what a Loki is. I'm busy being hot.
Fair enough. So that's something. There's also a great thing that is going on where we're just bringing a bunch of people from different countries to one country for 3 weeks and then sending them back to their countries.
And hoping that they don't fuck. Just praying that they don't have sex by making them sleep on fucking cardboard. Even though they're literally in a test of their athletic prowess, and then just sending them back home. The Olympics are fucking bizarre.
Right.
They decimate a new city every 4 years. Makes no sense. Fuck the Olympics. Sha'Carri Richardson is probably laying up, chilling at home, smoking a joint, and not getting COVID. Honestly, she lucked the fuck out.
Right, and yes, and a number of people have already dropped out. Coco Gauff, the American, dropped out of the Olympic of the tennis. A number of people either because they've gotten COVID or because they don't want to get COVID have already. But I can't really blame anybody who's gonna go because you've worked really hard to get to this point.
Yeah, it's fucked up that
nor can I blame them for having sex in the Olympic Village because they also worked really hard to get to that.
Yeah, no, for real though. The Olympics are known for having athletes just fuck, I don't even think it's just the athletes. I think it's all the workers that go or like just people, like there's a lot of like
Right.
sex like trafficking goes up during the Olympics, which is fucked up. But athletes fucking each other consensually, like let them do it. Like what?
Yes. No. Yeah.
They're already gonna get COVID by being in the same place. Let them make out.
Right. Yeah. The difference between being as soon as you're within 6 feet of each other, it's all the same, right?
Yeah,
we're not doctors here. I shouldn't make.
Yeah, actually, I think the opposite is true, but let them make out anyway.
Yes.
In fact, I would watch the Olympics if it was just athletes making out with each other. That's what they should do. They would have to. There wouldn't need to be as much infrastructure.
Yes.
Just get a random fucking like stadium in a random city,
yes,
and just have them make out with each other to make it competitive. I don't know.
Would there be like a judges table? Like,
yeah, I'd be a judge. Be like, you're not making out very well.
Yes.
You need to try harder.
Excellent technique. Excellent technique, but they attempted too hard of a makeout session outside of this game.
There wasn't enough tongue.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed because my favorite. I talk about this too much with everybody, but my favorite sport in the world is rugby sevens, and it is not. It is not a very big sport. It is not a very popular one. I'm pretty much. It's just I watch it on like when there's actual events like pre-COVID. I would watch it on like illegal streaming sites, and it would just like be me and like 5 guys from Fiji watching it, and it's very. But this is like like if you're somebody who likes an obscure sport, like this is its moment to shine. And like, I really want to watch it, but everything is just going to feel real. I think I'm still going to watch it, but I'm going to like in other years, I would watch sort of casually other events. Like I don't like, I'll be like, fuck it. I'll put on pole vault and see what that looks like.
Yeah.
But this year I'm absolutely like, it's going to feel too weird and icky. I'm not going to be able to do that.
Also like stream it illegally. Like the Olympics don't deserve your viewership.
Right. Yeah.
Boycott the Olympics. I'm just not I'm not great with sports, so I don't like. I know the famous Black people who are in the Olympics because of Black Twitter, but I don't know anyone else. Actually, I don't even know the famous Black people. I only know Sha'Carri Richardson because she smoked a little bit of weed and then she was kicked out, and it's like
they have a rule against being cool. Sorry,
they have so many. Okay, they're banning weed. They're banning smoking weed. They're banning having sex. The Olympics just don't want people to be cool. And for that reason, it should be abolished.
Right. Yes.
Basically.
Yes. Basically, yeah. Uncool things gotta go. Gotta go.
Is there anything else happening this week, Zach?
Well, I mean, I know you really care a lot about sports. I think sports is probably your number one, and then your number two is probably old white men music, because Eric Clapton is also coming out being really mad and saying he won't play any venues that require vaccinations to attend.
Wasn't this the same dude who had a song that was literally called Cocaine?
He didn't write it, but he certainly made it popular.
Okay, all right.
And yes, and he quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe he did do too much cocaine, and there's still effects, and now he's like fuck vaccines that could prevent death from this incredibly detrimental illness. Like I don't.
We've got to fuck Eric Clapton going in the chat. Also, famously very racist. For him, especially. An extremely racist man who everything he does in music is just pretty much copied straight from the blues, which you'd think it would be hard for somebody sort of to square that, but nope. Racism always does the trick. Yeah,
I believe that. Yeah. God, yeah. Eric Clapton seems stupid. Get vaccinated. I think that those are my statements.
Yeah.
But we don't have too much time left, Zach. Do you have any closing remarks for the evening?
Yeah, I want to just say something very simple related to everything we're talking about. If you are a Massachusetts resident, tonight is the deadline to apply for the vaccination lottery. They're giving out a couple of prizes of $1 million for people who are vaccinated in Massachusetts. And you can sign up online to be part of this lottery and all of the upcoming lotteries that are coming after this one. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I'm realizing that by telling all of you about this, it is actually going to decrease my chances of winning. So I probably should have just said that the deadline is tomorrow. If you can just think about in your head that the deadline is tomorrow, that'll actually be better for me. And also, if you do sign up because I told you and you win, you should give some of the money to Kendra and I. We deserve it. And so does 2MB Studios.
Thank you so much, Zach, for that amazing message. So, yeah, don't sign up for the lottery until tomorrow. But if you do get the money from the lottery, just give it all to us. 1 million isn't anything anyway. It can't send you into space, so it's like practically nothing. So just give it.
Chump change.
Yeah, just give it to me, Zach, and 2MB Studios. It's not like it's like a life-changing amount of money. Like, it's fine. Anyway, that is our show tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. As always, 2MB Studios has a Patreon, so you should sign up and support it. There is no programming after the show tonight, but maybe you're watching on YouTube. Just watch the show over again. We love views. Also, Cape Cod, sponsor us if you treat your workers right.
No.
Yes, and after that corporate sellout, now I'm going to put up my fist. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.